All right, all right. Thank you so much for being with us here at MasterGoldRadio.com. And of course, that was the latest right there by Mr. Ray Ray and Super Tropical. And ladies and gentlemen, it is about that time, and everybody's watching on Facebook Live. If y'all can see the picture right here, yes, we have this young lady's going to be joining us right now. And she's from San Antonio, Texas. And of course, she's got a brand new album called Super. What is it? Oh man, I just had a blank right now. But she's got a brand new single that's called Los Dos Sabemos Amor Supernatural. There you go. I had the super part right. So, but anyways, ladies and gentlemen, let's welcome Miss Stefani Montiel. Hello.
Hello, how y'all doing?
Good. How you doing?
I'm doing pretty good. Excited to be on the show tonight, and want to say hi to everyone out there listening live on Facebook, and it's on the website. Big saludo going out to everyone out there that's taking it easy after work this evening.
So you've been staying pretty busy lately, have you?
Yes, we've been super busy. Been doing a lot of stuff. Been out on the road promoting the album, and of course performing. So we've been out there. We've been working.
So how has everything been? How's the crowd reacting to the new album?
Oh my goodness, it's been great. We've had a lot of wonderful feedback. Everyone's just really enjoying the album. Lots of great, reviews on it, and lots of cool videos of people learning the songs and singing them and sending them to me. Songs that I mean, showing their kids that they're singing the songs. So I'm loving that much.
Yeah, it's a pretty good album. I mean, usually your albums are great, and to me, honestly, they're just like getting better and better. I mean, 'cause you're having like party anthems now, and like can't get his shots and stuff like that, and it just turned into like anthem albums now.
Ah, well, thank you. I mean, we try to, always kind of come up with something a little bit different. And, of course, sticking to the Stephanie Montiel style and the Zavala style. But, we're always trying to kind of push the envelope, think outside the box, and always bring a different and unique sound to Tejano. Of course, sticking to the roots of Tejano, but, kind of giving our own little spin on things.
Yeah. How long have you been in the business?
Oh, gosh, this is my 25th year. This year is my number 25.
25. Are you gonna do anything special?
I hope so. We've been trying to plan, some cool things coming up this summer. So, yeah, they're in the making. But right now we're concentrating on the new album, Amor Supernatural. So we're trying to get all of that going since we released it, about a month ago now. And we're just trying to get out and promote it, let the people know that it's available, that it's out, and trying to push that. And then the next thing we have, coming up, we have fanfare and a bunch of other stuff coming up. But in the summertime is when we're planning to do the 25th year, probably a big shebang for that. And then the next thing we have, coming up,
All right.
we have fanfare.
Sorry, we had a little bit of feedback here. But how did you come up with the name for the album?
Well, there's a song on the album. It's called Amor Supernatural, and it really just talks about a love that you can't, you're never gonna find anywhere else. And the girl's talking to the guy saying, this is just something that you're never gonna get anywhere else. You're never gonna find a love like this anywhere else. But it also talks about a love that's supernatural coming from God, and I just thought that the song was so fitting, as a title for the album, because I loved the message of it. I loved, that there was kind of a dual meaning to it, and so we decided that Amor Supernatural was the perfect title for this new album.
Is it something relatable to you and Gabriel?
I'm sorry.
Is it something relatable to you and Gabriel?
Oh, absolutely. Gabriel wrote the song, so like I tell him, they always ask him, "Who did you write this song for?" And I'm like, "You better say me."
That's the first thing that women always say. You better be about me.
Unless it's a bad song, then it's not about me because I'm good. I'm a nice girl.
But that's awesome jam right here. Of course, we have Un Momento Más, which was awesome. That's the first one that you released, and it took off pretty big with that one.
Yeah, we had a lot of requests for this song. I was really surprised, because a lot of our fans really enjoy like the more club sound and the more cumbias that we do. So I was a little bit surprised with how much people really enjoyed the new rancheras that we have, and they're doing like when I look at my iTunes, I see what songs are doing really well, and the Tejano fans are just loving the rancheras on this album. So I'm really happy about that because I do too. It's Tejano, straight up Tejano, and it's just really nice to be able to kind of go back to my roots and kind of be where I began as an artist. And I kind of wanted to touch on that on this album. I wanted to kind of bring back that sound a little bit and kind of just bring that back to the fans. And so far, it's doing really, really well for us.
Yeah, like you said, not only the club sounding songs that you have hit, but the rancheras like you said, Un Momentito Más, and then of course you have Loca por Quererte, which was an awesome jam and probably one of my favorite ones of all time from you.
Oh, thank you. I love that song too. And it's like we try to grow with every album and you can kind of get stagnant and kind of get used to a certain style and it kind of like every album kind of sounds the same, once you kind of have your style, but we always like I said, we always try to just kind of tweak it a little bit and change things up and bring in other, like country sounds or even like R&B sounds and really just kind of give it a flavor all of its own and just try to put something out there unique to the fans, so that it'll catch their ear and it'll capture, a side of them that maybe they haven't seen, through my music. So I'm hoping that with this album we did that.
Now, you guys have your own input into the albums. Like, say you want some Tejano, you want some cumbias, and then Gabriel comes out with some R&B, some little bit of hip hop flavor to it. Is it a mixture of everything with the band?
Absolutely. I mean, we have the freedom to, put whatever we want on the album. VMB is awesome, and a big shout out to them for, for all of their support and for, always believing in us and kind of believing in our vision and what it is that we want to do with our music. But they're super supportive, with what we want to do with the music that we choose, and of course they have input. They of course want more of the true Tejano sound, which is fine with me because I that's what I love. That's what I grew up on, and that's what brought me here and has gotten me to where I'm at right now. But they always get also give us the freedom to kind of play around and have some fun and kind of throw in those party songs that we like to do as well. So it's a great partnership.
Yeah, there you go. So what's next for the album? Are you guys gonna be doing any music videos, or are you just gonna be pretty much just promoting the album and touring?
We do have music videos coming up. We were actually having a meeting about that today, so that should be coming out very, very soon. Kind of tossing around ideas for and concepts, things like that. We do have our CD release party. We're having an official CD release party, which we're also kind of putting everything together right now, and we're going to be having some special guests and some really cool things that we're going to be having in the upcoming month or so. We're just like in the middle of booking everything. We're gonna be playing for Fiesta. We're playing for Oyster Bake this year. Of course, we're gonna be heading to Vegas as well. So we have a lot of great things coming up this summer.
Nice. Are you gonna be at the fanfare?
Absolutely, we'll be at Fanfare. We were talking today about that as well, choosing the dates that we're going to be there. So yeah, lots of great stuff coming up, and lots of great shows. I tell you, we're kind of changing things up in the band and musically, and it's just so much fun. Such an exciting time when you come out with a new album because it's just like a new time for you to kind of just change things and kind of grow and kind of just have some fun again. It's like things kind of when you have an album that we haven't released an album in almost 3 years now,
Mhm.
so we you kind of get kind of you get to doing the same songs over and over, and it's like okay, we need some new stuff, and so it's a new and exciting time when you have new music to share with your fans. So I'm really excited about that, and it kind of triggers something inside not only myself but in the band and we just have new vibes, new excitement, and so I think that's going to be showing in our new show as well.
You said 3 years. It doesn't even seem like that long. It just seemed like you just came out with the other one not too long ago.
I know, isn't it crazy? It went by so fast.
Yeah, I was
But
like,
yeah,
I remember when the songs came out, and then I was like, well, and then now you got a new CD out, and I was like, wow, that was fast. Did it seem probably like about a year at least?
well, thank you. Well, and that's the reason why we really try to put, as many great songs on the album as possible. We don't put any filler songs. We don't put any songs that we don't think are hits. We want to make sure that every song on the album, in our eyes, is a hit. And we're doing the best that we can for our fans and for the radio people out there that are playing them. We want to give you guys an album full of songs that will hold us over because we believe that that's why we're putting this music out is so that we can give you the best that we can do, and so that it'll if it does take us a while, we still have great music for you guys to be listening to while we put out a new one.
Nice, nice. So being in the business 25 years, how does it feel being in that time period? A quarter of a century already.
Oh my gosh, it doesn't, like we're just saying, it doesn't seem like 3 years. It doesn't seem like 25 either. It's gone by so fast, and I have beautiful memories of being in the industry, and so many great things that I've been able to do and accomplish and be a part of, and I'm just so thankful and so grateful. And I hope the next 25 are just as good or better, because I really don't have much to complain about. It's been a wonderful ride, and we have met some incredible people out on the road. We have beautiful and amazing, my Steph family that I call them, and now we have some new ones that they don't want to call themselves my fans. They call themselves Steph fanatics.
There you
So
go. Nice.
we have, just such wonderful people who always support us, and I am forever grateful for that. So, all of this that I've experienced throughout my career has just really made a beautiful life for me and for my family, and I'm very, very thankful for that.
Awesome. Is there anything on your bucket list that you have not had that you have yet to check off yet?
As far as recording, or
As far as yeah, like music or anything.
oh my goodness, I'm sure there is. um, Gosh, I can't. You put me on the spot on that one. Let me think about it, and I'll come back to you on it.
Awesome. So, any shout outs that you want to give out real quick?
Yeah, I know my girl Cindy Wajardo is listening out in Houston, so I have to send a big hello out to her tonight, and of course Santiago and all the family. My mom and dad are listening, Dwight and Betty Sullivan. All my family from New Mexico tuned in, and just everyone out there. I can't see you guys on Facebook Live because I didn't know if you'd be playing music and it would feed back through the phone, so
Yeah.
I didn't want to turn it on. But to everyone out there that's tuned in, that's listening and messaging, I want to say hi to you guys and thank you all so much for tuning in tonight and for all the support you guys give me.
Yeah, I'm sure there's people saying hi, and I couldn't see it either because I was gonna give that feedback right now. That's why I
Yeah.
ended up cutting it off right now. But like I said, we have like a little screen in the back, and of course has your picture on there. So it's a treat for everybody out there in Facebook Live. So, but it's pretty awesome, and the album is great. All your
Thank
albums
you.
have been great. The music's been great. The videos have been great, and they're party songs that people can go out there and dance to.
Well, thank you. That's what we want. Of course, you want the songs that touch people's hearts and that people can relate to on a daily basis as well. But, the things that I see is that, when we go out to the club, when we're doing our performances and when we're doing our shows, people want to forget about, the hardships and the things that they're dealing with. They want to go out and have a good time. And so I always tell Gabriel, I want to keep that party going. Let's have some fun. Let's forget about the problem. Let's forget about that we don't have money for bills. Let's go have some shots.
There you go.
And we'll forget about it until tomorrow. But
Always time for shots.
of course.
But no, everything's been going great. Are you still doing your radio tour?
I am still doing the radio tour. We've done two parts of it. We're still waiting to do West Texas. So we already visited the Valley. We visited Houston, Dallas, and then now we head to Abilene, and all of West Texas, Lubbock, Amarillo. So we got to hit up all the West Texas people here real soon.
Awesome, awesome. So let's get back to the question. Anything on your bucket list?
Bucket list. Let's see. I don't know. I mean, I guess musically, there is some stuff that I do want to do. A lot of it I can't talk about because it's something that I'm gonna do this year, something that I have
Nice.
planned. And I can't give away my ideas yet. So it's gonna be something really cool, something that's never been done in the industry, and something that I think is gonna be appreciated by a lot of fans, and especially by a lot of artists who haven't been able to be recognized, for their contributions, for their talents. And, that's one of the things that I see in our industry is that we tend to kind of focus on the artists that have been around for a long time. And sometimes the up and coming artists don't get a lot of attention. And so,
There you go.
that's something that I'd like to do is kind of help out the up and coming artists and work with them and do some stuff. So that's something that I have planned for this year. That has been on my bucket list, and I think it's gonna hopefully come to fruition this year. So I'll be updating you guys more and more as the plans come along and everything kind of comes into play.
There you go. I'm glad you said that. Help out some of the up and coming artists. You've been in the business quite a while. I mean, you can give some advice if there's any artists that are actually listening, which I'm sure there are. what advice would you give them nowadays in the industry?
I always just tell them, to stay true to themselves. That's really like, my core belief is stay true to yourself. Don't try to sound like anyone else. Don't try to look like anyone else. And do what makes you happy. You see so many, and especially female artists, we're always being compared to one another, or to, someone else in the industry. And it's very frustrating because, even if they don't sound like them or they don't look like them, it seems like people are always trying to compare us. But I just, I kind of tell people to, take that with a grain of salt, just kind of, shake it off and continue on your path. You know yourself better than anyone else does. And I just feel that we need to stay true to what it is that we love, the style of music that we like, and you need to use whatever talents God gave you. Because some of us are better dancers, some of them are better vocalists, and it's just we need to use the talent that God gave us and our strengths, to continue in our career and kind of make our own way in our own path.
There you go. Awesome. Very good advice. I love that. All right. Well, before we let you go here, let's talk about the new single Los Dos Sabemos. Where did this song come from?
Oh, this one I'm super excited about. It was written by Juan Trevino, who is a Latin Grammy winner,
Yes, sir.
an incredible songwriter. He writes songs for pretty much everyone, Intocable, just you name it. This guy is just incredible. And he's also an artist himself. He's out of Houston, Texas.
Mhm.
And I have to send a shout out to Yvette Cantu because she made this happen for us. I believe she's out there listening today as well. But she's one of our agents who book us, and she said that she knew him very well, and that she had a song for us, and so she reached out to him, and he was like, "Yep, I have the song," and sent it over. And when we heard it, it was in more of like a cumbia style, but we had already kind of filled all the cumbia slots in the album. And when Gabriel heard it, he says, I don't hear it as a cumbia anyway. He says, I hear it more like a ranchera. And he worked his magic and he did his thing, and it came out beautiful. And I have to say that this is like seriously one of the most challenging songs that I've recorded. It has a lot of range in it. It starts off really low and
Mhm.
kind of mellow, and then it builds up and it goes into like full, like, like high voice, and there's a lot of range in the song. So it was very, very challenging for me. And, but I enjoyed it. I enjoyed it a lot because I feel like as an artist, you always want to grow, and you want to push your boundaries, and you want to see what you're capable of. And so this song gave me that kind of, that freedom to kind of, say, okay, well, can I reach these notes
Yeah.
or, is it too much for me? But I think the song came out absolutely beautiful, and it's one of my favorites on the album. So I'm very proud of Los Dos Sabemos.
Yeah. It's an awesome song. Yeah, big
Thank
shout
you.
out going out to Mr. Juan Trevino. He's a Grammy Award winner for his album that he did. Was an awesome album, and all the stuff
Yeah.
that he writes is all romantic. And I guess what he
Yeah.
says, he pretty much relates it to him and his wife. So that's awesome that that he has a heart like that to do.
Yes, it's beautiful, and it's so neat to see couples like that because being in the music industry is it's so hard. It's hard just to to keep a relationship together. But when you find a love like that, that's so precious and so unique, you need to hang on to it. And it's beautiful that he's able to, just kind of express that through his lyrics. And everyone seems to love this song. So I'm really excited and just very, very happy that he allowed us to record this song that he did for us.
Yeah, it's a beautiful song. It's great, and I loved it. And of course, we have it in rotation already. We're gonna
Yay!
put it on we're gonna put it on our countdown list, and
Thank
so
you.
see how it does. Hopefully, you guys can go vote for it. So make sure you guys start voting for it as soon as we put it on there. Hopefully by tomorrow we can actually switch the list around. But
Awesome.
like I said, Stephanie, everything you're doing is great. We're very proud of you. Congratulations on 25 years.
Thank you.
Hopefully we get to come around and see you at one of your shows, and maybe you guys get to do something for to celebrate your 25 years in the business.
Absolutely. You guys have to come. We will definitely be doing something very, very special. And we want, everyone to be there for that one because it's, this, it's a monumental thing for me. It's something that when an artist starts in music, you don't really think, 25 years ahead, what's going to happen because music changes so quickly. And, most of the people that when I started doing Tejano, I a lot of those artists are no longer artists anymore. It's a tough business. It's tough to stay in it. It's tough to stay relevant. And luckily, thanks to all of my fans, I've been in it. I've been doing this 25 years now, and it's not like I ever stopped. I didn't say, okay, well, I'm gonna go get a job and then I'm gonna come back and sing. No, I've been doing it for 25 years straight. This has been my life, and I've done nothing but music. So I count myself lucky and very, very blessed that I've had, the career that I've had. And again, the things that I've been able to do, the places I've been able to go because of music. And, of course, you guys out there at radio and the people that are listening, thank you guys so much for all the support because I can't do it alone. There's no way that I could do this by myself. You guys are all a huge part of that. And please know that it really means a lot to me from the bottom of my heart. I'm so thankful and so grateful to each one of you.
And anytime, anytime. That's what we're here for. Some of these stations, they go off in different ways. I can only speak for myself and a few others. I mean, we try to take care of everybody equally as much as possible.
Hmm.
I mean, we started two stations now. One for the new music, and then one for the old school. We have an old school station, and that has some of your songs in the old school station. From back when you started. Like
Yeah,
cellos and stuff like that. And of course, we got the new station with, of course, your new songs. So we
sweet.
try to
That's
give
awesome.
everybody something for everybody.
And that's what it's all about because I feel like there's so much room in our industry, and it's such a great industry, and we have so much talent that you don't want to see any of that go to waste. So we need to give opportunities to these younger artists and support them because it's very, very difficult to get started. It's not like it was back when I started. It was when Tejano music was, I think, at its highest peak. There were labels involved, and there was a lot more money involved. There were bigger venues, things like that, and it made coming into the industry at that time a little bit easier
Mhm.
for me. So I understand the struggle these days, seeing these up and coming artists and artists that are just trying to get started. It's very difficult. So we need to give them a hand up because we don't want our industry to ever go away. We want to support as much as we can, and as much as we love the artists that have been around for many, many years, sometimes they're not going to be with us anymore, and we're going to be left with these younger and up and coming artists, and we need them to carry the torch. We need them to continue to handle music, and so the only way that we can do that is to support them now so that they can continue in the future and they can continue to bring Tejano music to everyone in in the years to come.
There you go. What's been the biggest change for you uh, from the point when you started up to this point now?
The biggest change, I guess the late. I mean, do you mean like industry wise or just
Yeah,
for
industry
me?
wise.
I guess the labels. Like not having the record labels. It was a great thing I think at the time. But kind of looking back, it's a little bit. It was kind of a bad thing as well because it kind of they came in and did their thing. They made their money and then they left and left us kind of um kind of left us here to kind of pick up the pieces. um and it's a little frustrating because I believe that Tejano music is such a great music. It's such a diverse music, and it's an American art form. It really is. It was created here in the United States by people who love Mexican American music and by Mexican Americans. And the thing that's difficult is that I believe that our music, is just as good as reggaeton or salsa or any of that,
Mhm.
and we just don't get the notoriety or the promotion like those artists do. And I wish in a way that the bigger labels were still involved because I think that having that national, um, you know, I guess promotion would be really good for all of us artists and the industry in general. But like I guess everything has its changes. Everything has its highs and its lows, and I think that the Hana music is on its way back up. So hopefully in the next few years, it's just going to continue to grow, and things will be changing again. And hopefully one of these days we'll be right back up there where we were, and hopefully this time we will know what we got to do to keep it there.
There you go. That's awesome right there. And what about the changes in radio? I know a lot of internet stations, are coming up, and it's been going
Yeah.
on for like what 19 years now, I guess at this point. Has it been a big change from back then? What FM and AM? up to this point now with a bunch of internet stations.
Absolutely. I think that that's one of the greatest things that has happened. Internet radio is so amazing because now we reach everyone. It's not just Texas, it's not just New Mexico or Arizona. I mean, it's worldwide. Everyone anywhere can listen to Tejano music, which is a beautiful thing. And,
Hmm.
I recall when we were overseas and having people, talking about internet radio at the time when they were able to listen to Tejano music, overseas. There were people that were serving in the military,
Yeah.
and just how much it meant to them. How excited they were and how much they missed home, and but were able to get a little bit of home because they could hear the music um, via the internet. And I think that that was just one of the most incredible things that has happened in radio. And of course, we love our terrestrial stations as well. They've always helped us, but internet just changed the game, and it's so great to see. Now we have friends all over the United States that play Tejano music, and we have friends that come together and can just really you can call them your friends because not only do they support you in your music, say in Washington or Florida or wherever they may be, but you also kind of build a bond with them because you meet them in person and it's weird, and you can keep in touch with them on a daily basis, which you never were able to do before.
Yeah.
But it's a great thing.
Especially now with social media and everything. So
Yeah.
pretty much like they're just your neighbor.
Right.
There you go. All right. But listen, thank you so much for your time. I know you guys are real busy and you guys got a lot of events coming up and tours and stuff. The album is great. Amor Supernatural is great. The single that you have out now is awesome as well. And we're glad to have
Thank
it here on Mastringon Radio. And of course, it'll be entered in our countdown here pretty soon. So everybody get ready to start voting on that. Stephanie, awesome job. Congratulations, 25 years. And thank you so much
you.
for being on the show.
Thank you, Juan, for extending the invitation and for always supporting. I mean, you guys have always been so good to us, and I truly appreciate that. And of course, I always have to thank all of the listeners out there, everyone who supports our music, who requests our music, who purchases our music, and who comes out to our shows. Um, it means everything to me. So thank you. Thank you for for listening to my music and for letting me be a part of your daily life, a part of your soundtrack, I like to say, because it really does mean a lot to me, and it's very, very special to me that I'm part of your lives as well. So thank you for that.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much, and say hi to everybody. Say hi to Gabriel and all the rest of the band members. And
I will.
anything that you guys need, we're always here for you guys. So we're just a message or phone call away. So you guys are able to get a hold of us.
Absolutely. Thank you so much, and God bless you all tonight. And be on the lookout. We'll be doing some new shows in your area, and of course the brand new um, the brand new single. Oh my goodness, I'm getting all tongue tied here. the Amor the Amor Supernatural album is out, so make sure you guys pick it up. And the new single, of course, is available now as well. Los dos sabemos. So thanks for all the support, you guys. Make sure you check it out.
All right, and any music videos you have out, make sure you guys send it to us. That way we can put it on
Yes,
our new music video countdown.
for sure. We'll be coming out with them very, very soon. I promise.
All right. Well, thank you so much for joining us, and you have a good night, and thank you for everything.
Thank you, Juan. Thanks again. Take care.
All right, you too. All right, ladies and
All
gentlemen,
right.
that is Miss Stephanie Montiel right here on Mastrigon Radio. And let's go ahead and get into her brand new single. And this one is called Los Dos Sabemos right here on MCR TV, on Facebook Live, and mastrigonradio.com. Súbele.
Mírame, quiero besarte otra vez, sentir tus manos en mi piel, juntos mirar el sol caer. Llévame a donde quieras, yo soy tuya. Hagamos de nuestra aventura un sitio lleno de ternura.
All right, all right. That's the latest right there by Miss Stefani Montiel and Los Dos Sabemos. And we're going to go ahead and do a double shot of Miss Stefani Montiel. And this is another jam off the same CD. And this one is called Un Momentito Más, right here on MásChingonRadio.com. Súbele.
Qué rápido se ha pasado el tiempo. A veces quisiera tener un poquito más. Como quisiera detener las horas para amarte un momentito más. Solamente un momentito más. Quédate en mis brazos a donde vas. Quiero romper las manos del reloj para amarte un momentito Ay, qué rápido se ha pasado